Today we're talking tulips. We've been looking for crops that would add diversity to our farming operation and expand the season, as it were. Have a range of interesting crops that would, ripen or fruit or flower at different times of year to bring people out to the farm, obviously. And we stumbled last year onto tulips, and we made a hell of a lot of rookie mistakes on tulips, but the one thing we did do is we planted them this time of year. As you can see, it's pretty damn cold right now. We're at the middle of November here. Last year we didn't plant until the beginning of December. So last year we planted 30,000 bulbs, and with sort of middling success. I mean, we got a fair few of them to come up, maybe about 2/3. But the way we planted them was to use a bucket loader and just kind of make a trench. The trench wasn't super even, and then when we covered them back up with the dirt from that trench, it kind of made some of them too deep and some of them too shallow. So we had mixed results. But on the customer side, the acceptance was really good. We had people out. It was kind of the first thing that we could do in the springtime to really get people out. And that worked pretty good. So we're kind of doubling down this year, literally. Instead of 30,000, we're planting 60,000 bulbs here. And we're going to plant them in a much different way. Last year, Kyle and myself did most of it, but there was help from the farm staff as well, from the farm market staff, and it took us the better part of 2 weeks to plant 30,000 bulbs. The grand plan today is plant 60,000 in a day with the help of a tulip planting machine, which is owned by a guy out, as I understand, in California, but operated by a guy out of Idaho. He's got a GPS unit mounted on a little four-wheel drive John Deere tractor, pulling this bulb planter. It's designed specifically for planting flower bulbs. And he's going to pull that through in a predetermined path that's going to plant a certain sort of wavy design in this field. Those 60,000 bulbs will cover probably about 2/3 of an acre with walkways in between these beds. He's actually got 2 bulb planters. One plants a 5-foot, 60-inch wide bed. Another one plants a 17-inch bed. The 17-inch bed one is interesting. It'll actually plant into sod just like this. You can just go right along there and it'll go underneath the sod. It'll plant these bulbs and they will push through the sod in the springtime. So that's kind of interesting. So we'll see. The plan of attack is this. Sean has already come down and done a GPS footprint of the field. He's gone back and designed the layout of the planting. Now he's going to bring his tractor back down, and he's gonna basically lay out the path that we need to till ahead of his planter. This field, this year we had sweet corn and sunflowers in it, and then we came in with a mixed, it's got some radishes, it had buckwheat in it, it had some rye in it, and this was basically a cover crop mix that we just mowed down, and you can see the radishes are still coming back. Everything else looks like it's kind of died back now, but we're not going to till where we're not going to plant, just to preserve a little bit of soil integrity and also to keep the ground a little firmer in the springtime when customers are out here. So Sean's going to come down, lay out the path. Kyle's going to take our Italian tiller and we're going to go along there and till it, and then we're going to come through, or Sean's going to come through with his planter, and by that same GPS trajectory he's going to plant. Tulips are planted, they're not real fussy. They can be upside down or down or right side up. They can be on their side. They always kind of right themselves. I guess that's not always the case with a lot of bulbs. Last year we painstakingly put every single bulb in right side up and placed every single one by hand, which took, like I said, forever. But this year, I'm told, doesn't really matter. So this thing's just going to kind of put them into the ground in a bed, and it's not going to pay a lot of attention. It will go down somewhere between 6 to 8 inches because it's planting in fluffy soil, and then that soil will compact down. We're looking for about 6 inches deep. And we've got a mixture of bulbs. These are all from the Netherlands, and they're just mixed Darwin hybrids. So these are the sort of, not the latest of the bloomers, but kind of mid-season to mid-late season bloomers. This field is our sandiest field, which is, you know, I mean, that's all relative here in Iowa, but it has a lot more sand content than almost any other field. So the tilth is really pretty good here for us. And we're kind of optimistic that this is going to work out pretty good, but stay tuned. We'll see how it all goes.